Welcome back, friends. My name is Eric. This is Mellowseven Gaming, and we are with Kaiserslautern playing Football Manager 2019. And this looks a bit different than what you're used to. And we've got a problem. Not really a problem. Maybe an opportunity. There, what did he say? There are no, I don't know. There are no problems. There are only happy accidents, right? No mistakes. There are only happy accidents. That's the quote from a very famous man. And so we may look at this as an opportunity. And the issue is that in our inbox down here, way back down here, all somewhere, maybe not that far down, maybe farther than I thought. No, that is too far. Although you might have seen the Konate thing there. Fitness, available. Does it go away once we mention it? There we go. Freiburg makes Stefaniak offer. And when we looked at that offer, it said that Stefaniak would strongly like to talk to this team. Now, I talked in the past about wanting to go narrower. We went with wingers because we had wingers and because we got really good support from that wingers early. However, when we got to Bundesliga, and to a lesser extent Zwei Liga, we started to see less out of that. Our possession dropped dramatically. Playing wider like that makes it a lot harder to make those connections up, right? You've got guys spread out a lot more. Your passes necessarily must be longer passes. And while our passing isn't terrible, Jello's here to see you, it's not great either. And especially when we got to Bundesliga, that became a really big problem. And we couldn't get the ball out, and then we couldn't cross the ball back in. And as such, we did nothing. So I would like to play a more compact shape of some sort, which will allow us to hopefully connect those passes up a little bit better, be a little bit stronger defensively, a little bit more sound, but also, but also a little bit, allow our passers to make easier passes, right? That's the idea. So between the fact that he wanted to talk to him, they came for an offer. We did not make him available. This was not the plan. I just signed Otario to play on the opposite side from him. I was so conflicted with this, I made two saves to think about it. One was sell him. The other was don't sell him. Now, I've made the saves, and I went down the sell him route. We haven't tried what would happen if I don't sell him. Excuse me, Jello. I know, baby. I'm talking, so you have to be part of it. But I was really, really conflicted. So this is, I think, what we're going to do. I think we're going to sell Stefaniak, assuming he takes the offer. I mean, we don't know for sure. It's Freiburg, right? So it's kind of a step down, realistically. In fact, we play Freiburg today. That's the interesting thing. So I don't know what's going to happen. The other thing is we also, if we take a look at our transfers, which are somewhere over here, you can see that we sold Konate. He had demanded to be transfer listed after we got relegated. And I told him no. And he threw a fit, and I said, look, there's no offers for you. Why are we talking about this? And he said, fair enough. We'll talk about it again if I get an offer. And he has a relegation clause, a relegation release clause of $3.2 million. And we got an offer from Frankfurt for $3 million. And I put it up to 3.1, and they agreed to that. And I said, you know what? That's close enough. I didn't want to. I like him. He was the best player on the team. But at the same time, it's 3.1 million. We can use it to rebuild. I brought in a loaner to, you can see right here, Michael Heffley, to fill in. And so I figured we just bank the money. We play the season. If we get promoted again, we can then try to get a replacement based on the fact that we're a Bundesliga team rather than a Zwei Liga team. So we'd have a better chance of filling that up. So we'd save a little bit of money, and we'd worry about trying to fill that spot when we had a little bit more pulling power for the team. That was my plan. And I think it's a reasonable plan. So Ibrahim is out. Michael Heffley is in. He's got the look. He actually has a face, so he's a real player. And you can see he's pretty good. Heading and jumping reach is something we really haven't had a lot of on the line. And his passing is quite a bit better than Konate's too. I think Konate was a 9, so this gets us up to a 12. So I'd like to play a little bit more ball. Whatever the position is called, ball playing defenseman or whatever it is. I'd like them to be able to pass the ball simply and be able to get out of trouble that way, rather than just boot the ball long and then worry about trying to get it back down the field. So good aggression, very brave. He's got reasonable anticipation. His vision's only 8. I don't really care about that. He's determined. His decisions are okay. He's not particularly fast. He is 31 years old after all, but we just want him for loan for 1 year. So I'm okay with what we have here. His natural fitness is a 15, so we should be okay for a center defenseman for a year. And we also have Ramazan Ozkul. He's going to fill in regularly. We'll do a fair amount of rotation back there for the 3. So I think that will be okay. So that's where we're at. So today we are looking at something along the lines of this. Otaro is really the problem. Well, not a problem so much, but I just signed him to play on the right, opposite Stefaniak on the left, and we're not going to play that position if we do this. So, but if we take a look at Otaro here, he is most comfortable on the right side, but he can play striker. He can play on the left. I think we're going to split the difference, and we're going to put him in the middle. So we're going to kind of average all of these out, and we're going to dump him right there. And you can see his crossing is really good, which may be wasted a little bit here, but there's no reason he might not get the ball here and run out to cross in. He's got good dribbling, good finishing, and good long shots, so he'll sit right in here really well and hopefully score some goals for us. His mentals are just everything's blue or better. Physicals are really good except for jumping reach. But again, if he's out here at the edge of the box, I'm not as worried about that. His marking and tackling aren't great, but we already knew he wasn't a defensive player. That doesn't change anything from playing here. In fact, it's probably less of an issue here than it is here. So I think we go with that. Again, he's very good, and we would really like to take advantage of this. So I think that's what we're going to do. At the moment, I have it as a shadow striker because he does have good long shots and finishing. I'd like to get some more goals. We've got Peterson as a poacher. I've got Coley up here as our complete forward. Schmidt and Ritz in the middle with Meaford as a defensive midfielder. I will probably add another defensive mid/mid center in here. Schmidt can play here. Ogden can play here, although he's injured at the moment. It'd be great if we get Ogden in because he's got great leadership. I'd love to make him the captain of the team at some point. But at 20 years old, he just hasn't quite been able to do that. And his physicals are pretty poor, so he really is more of a defensive mid. Well, I won't say his physicals are poor. He's not fast. He's got good jumping reach, stamina, and strength. So he's good back here. He can run all day. He's just not fast. So he's more of a lead from the back here. So, he'll be the primary sub for Meaford back here probably. And then I'll look to get another defensive midfielder here. Schmidt will be the backup for Otero. And we'll kind of sub guys in and out as we need to. So we would have Agden and Schmidt to fill in these places. And I think that's fine. I think that will work out okay. Yeah. The only real issue is what do we do with Samiak here? We had brought him in as kind of as a winger sub. He can also fill in here. He's not great at it, but he does have good dribbling, decent first touch. But, he wasn't great down the wings in the first place, but he was comfortable and he's a loanee. So we might just end this one and call it a wash and just say, sorry, things happened. Shorty and Copper agree and release him. So we'll see how that goes. There they go outside. They know they're not supposed to bark inside. So that is what we're going to play today. I have no idea how this is going to work. At the moment, all I did was knock off the counter off of this, and I put us up to balanced. Otherwise, I think we still... Do I still want to play a higher line? Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it. I don't think it's as essential here. I think we probably could drop back because we are a more compact shape. We could defend narrower. I don't think we need to on Zwei Liga, but it might be something we look forward to doing later. In possession, I haven't changed anything. I'm kind of interested about maybe trying to work the ball in the box. We have very good finishing, but we've also got some good long-range shooting now, so we can take those long shots. So I don't know yet. We're just going to kind of play it as we go. We're going to submit the team, and I have absolutely no idea what this is going to look like or how we're going to go. I don't know. Maybe Freiburg made the offer the day before the match just to mess with our team the day before a match. Coach said that Meaford is our star player and the one to watch, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. So, Freiburg versus Kaiserslautern. We're at Freiburg at the Achim Stoker Arena, capacity 32,000. I want to say they felt this was going to be a sellout, and it certainly looks like it might be. Into the dressing room. Do it for the... It's not our fans. I don't know. Go out there and impress me. I have faith. Tunnel. Let's see what they have to say. Regardless of what happens through the match, he's a wonderful player. I'm lucky to work with him. That's great. We look good. I think we'll be fine. He's not a starter. Take a bold side with the coach. And into the playing field we go. And you know what? I know we've talked a bit here, and this might be a slightly longer one game, but I'm going to knock this down to extended highlights simply because I need to know how this works. Do we have problems? Bielik to Heffley. Let's try moving it past there a little bit, guys, instead of just walking it slowly back into the goal for him. That would be nice. Free kick. Apparently that's how far back we got with that. Riffs up to Schmidt. Up to Riffs. Okay, and we're just kind of playing around back here. Otero, that's what we like to see. Back up to Coley. Coley makes a little bit of a run, but pushes out to Wooters. Wooters is going to be very good. I thought about, and I'm still thinking about filling in, getting somebody who can play one or both wings and letting our two youngsters go back for a year of seasoning with the Kaiserslautern. Oh, Taro decides to make his presence felt early. Whips one out from outside the box. Leads to a save and a corner. Schmidt feeds it in. Holmes there. Meaford justs it down. Takes a touch. Tries to feed it in. It looks like it went off one of those players. Oh, going to give us a throw in right there at the very corner. Brennet's going to take it. So far, we've dominated possession in the middle. We're dominating possession, period. This is really, really rare for us. And maybe this allows us to do something a little bit. You know, right now I've got all three front players attacking. I've got Ritz, Schmidt, Wooters, and Brennett as support. And then we've got kind of our central three in back, or defensive midfielder, two center defenders on defend. So fairly middle end of the road. Let's go ahead and do a get creative. See how that works. Does that help anybody? Yeah, we'll see if we can play the ball up through the middle there. Now, we're going to run into a little more congestion in the center of the field this way. You know, we don't have that easy out, but I'm hoping with Wooters and Brennett out there as complete wingbacks, we'll still have some outs to the wing as we need to. We'll still get some of that play through. And we could, say, attack a little bit wider if we wanted to, but defend narrower, something along those lines. We'll just have to kind of see how it plays out. Heffley up to Wooters, who spins around 3 or 4 times for no apparent reason. Up to Riff, so Otero finds Wooters on the outside. That's what we're talking about. Wooters, big cross in. Oh, we may also do a cross early, rather than risk getting our wingbacks sucked up too far forward. Although I am playing as a complete wingback, so that's going to happen. Bielik just decides to, really dangerously feed it back to Mueller. That's a huge mistake. That was terrible. And we've given them the lead on what was just an absolutely atrocious back pass. And also, to be fair, really bad by the goalkeeper. That was a terrible first touch. Did it go off the post? Might have gone off the post. Oh, that was terrible. I don't think it has anything to do with our setup here. It's just really, really bad. Wow, that was terrible. Let's see if Schmidt can get us back into this. Into Peterson. We had to have been offsides there. We had guys standing in the goal. Are they going to give it to us? We'll take it. We'll take it. I guess they're saying he didn't impede the goalkeeper making the save. Fair enough, I guess. I'm not sure a man standing in the goal doesn't impede the goalkeeper in some way, but a couple headers, and they're back up on top again. Shu Iwamoto. Let's go. Let's see what attacking looks like. We've given up a clear-cut chance. We've had no clear-cut chances of our own. We've had no half chances at all. A couple big headers. Mueller's unable to grab that. The other thing we might look at is just upgrading the goalkeeping. Although Mueller is a decent defensive goalkeeper, he hasn't been spectacular either. And we know his distribution's pretty poor. And having seen how our defensive centers are playing this game, we might want to Turk them off ball-playing central defender and maybe just boot it back up the middle again. Passes on the defense, 68%, not too bad. Offense is 88%. I like to see that. Otherwise, I'm not too upset. I mean, we gave up a goal on a mistake. And the other one was on a set piece. So, some of that's going to happen. Do the team. No, I'm just going to go out. I'm going to go up. First half wasn't good enough. They disagree. I did just say it wasn't terrible, and we are away. But this is a team that's going to be competing at the bottom. We really, if we want to be at the top, we need to do a little bit better here. Especially if we're about to give them a very good player. Well, by give, I mean take a lot of their money. Okay, so our attack seems to be pretty spread, actually. Mostly going down the left. I guess Wooters is kind of running stuff. Peterson manages to hang on to it, feeds it out to Brennett. Brennett out to Riffs. Otero. Up to Coley. He just takes the shot. Little chip shot. Wide right. You know what? I'm going to tactics. We're going to try to work the ball in the box. I just feel like we're settling. And I don't think there's a reason for us to settle. You know what I'm saying? So, let's confirm. Wooters isn't doing well. Maybe we sub him. Let's put Ramazan in, and let's pull these guys back a little bit. Let's just pull them back to wing backs. Instead of complete wing backs. We'll just drop them back a tiny bit. I think that's it. We lead on shots, reasonably accurate. 5 of them are long shots, though. Now, we have a little bit of long shot ability. Ramazan feeds it in. Nope, doesn't get there. Ritz hangs it onto it, though. Schmidt takes the shot. Oh, that was on target. Unerstall makes a big save, pushes it wide. We're going to get another corner out of that. It was a long shot, but it was on target. Schmidt feeds another one in. Curves way in. Unerstall manages to grab it. Well, this hasn't gone spectacular, but again, we got a lot of new players. Now it's a new formation. I'm not horribly disappointed with it. Since we've gone attacking, our possession has dropped off. Let's go back down to, say, balance and see if that brings it back up. Horn to Kuhn. There's 2 people there. We booted all the way up. Coley's got it. Peterson is there. Peterson's not fast, but he's able to run on this. Does he keep it himself? Tries to beat the goalkeeper and take the shot. Maybe he was better off taking a beat, feeding it back across to Coley there. But he is I think we have him as a poacher, so he's not going to attempt that. Don't really have the sub right now with Ogden being injured to take out Otero. Craigle, ooh, good cross to find the open man. Mueller makes the good save. Reflexes there came into action. And Ramazan heads that one out. Rosal has to dribble back out. Wallachwikwitz, I guess. Horn tries to find somebody, but Bielik's there. And he just puts it out for a throw-in. And I'm going to do a demand more here. Didn't really help a lot, but Schmidt's got a chance here. Schmidt always has a chance. And we've scratched back the draw. We're back in this one in front of a sellout crowd at Freiburg. Unerstal just unable to get over there. 13 shots, 10 on target. We finally got a half chance. Probably that free kick right there. But, I mean, that's fairly accurate shooting. And we do have good finishing, so I'd like to think we're going to slowly make do with that. Coley just puts one across, wide right, puts it on net. Not too upset about that. Schmidt's played well. Peterson's played well. Of course, they've got the goals. I'm going to do a quick pause here. I'm going to make a sub. Let's put in Danny. We'll put him in for El Haj. Yeah, but I think I'm not a fan of Poacher. Does Nils have any heading? 15. Kind of. I like the target man role. Let's do... Let's try deep line forward on support. And let's go ahead. I'm going to put Ramazan in here, and we're going to go ahead. Right, left, right, center. Confirm. Get some guys some play time. Still early in the season. Draw's not the worst thing as we start to get together. Schmidt. Was there a penalty out there? I have no idea what happened in the middle there. Absolutely no idea how the ball just take a weird bounce there, streaming forward. Be nice if we'd back off a little bit to help make them offsides, but we didn't do it. Schmidt gets another chance here. Comes off the wall, but he gets the rebound. Takes a couple touches. Is he going to find somebody out wide right? He's going to go all the way back to Meifert, up to Becker. And nothing happens. That was not a highlight, guys. Not even a little bit. Not even on extended. Again, good shooting. Possessions 50-50. Our offensive passing is very good. Our defensive passing is very poor. Well, no, it's not true. It's just not great. Ritz beats his guy, dribbles in, finds Peterson. Peterson unfortunately holds up a little too long, waiting for it. Becker tries to get it across. Oh, Wallachowicz. I don't know what his name is. He manages to clear it out, and he gets a head on it again. If the name's impossible to spell, he will find the ball, or to spay. Schmidt, I can't even say. Brennett, across to Peterson. Peterson, it's a bit far. Peterson manages to track it down, gets it back out to Becker, who just puts it off his guy, goes out for a throw-in, into the pressure. Nope, Becker's got the throw-in. Manages to find Peterson, chests it down, out to Ritz. Ritz feeds it across to Otaro. Otaro gets tackled down, but Ritz is back there again. He's got nobody really, so he just feeds it back to Meifert. Meifert into Ritz. Ritz back all the way out to the right side to Becker there. Becker takes a touch, finds Menig. Oh, Menig puts a shot on it, but it goes wide right. I thought we were going to win it there at the last minute. Oh, we've given up a clear and a half chance. We created a half chance. But overall, I thought we looked okay, especially for new formation, new players in front of a sold-out crowd in Freiburg. I'm not actually upset with that, how it goes. I think we'll tell them we appreciate their efforts, and we will continue on. So I'm not sure what's going to happen at the end of our window here. Wooter set for pay increase. Schmidt signs. A goal and assists. Number and quality of chances. Great. We're unbeaten, right? We're just not winning. Where does that leave us in competition? Fifth? Fifth. And unfortunately, Dusseldorf still hasn't lost a match. Jan Regensburg has one draw. Greuther Fürth has one draw. That's kind of it. We just aren't getting the wins. We're not losing. We're just not getting wins. That's not going to go anywhere, I don't believe. I think that's kind of the end of the second round. Well, I'm going to continue on. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see I get my wish here. Interestingly enough, average rating-wise, we're playing okay. We just haven't quite put it together the way I want to put it together. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Cheers.